Today we have one more young Indian with us as part of the Voice of the Young segment. Hello everyone, good to be with you once again. Today we have right now Ananda Mondal, and let's listen to what he's up to. Over to you, Anando.
Thank you, sir. Hello, sir, and viewers. It is my honor and privilege for being a part of this Voice of the Young series in Sir's YouTube channel. And I am most appreciative of the initiative to uphold the opinion of the youth. So thank you, sir.
Okay.
And let me introduce myself. I am a self-motivated, passionate, and hardworking individual looking forward to my professional journey ahead. And regarding my education, I have completed my graduation bachelor's in economics from Jadavpur University, Kolkata. And after that, I have done my master's in economics, MA economics with specialization in world economy from JNU, Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. And presently, I have got a job at a British MNC as an applied data scientist.
Wow. Good. Let's go. Tell us more.
Yeah. So today I would like to take you through and the viewers through some of the leadership lessons which I have absorbed in my journey all throughout. And I think that this leadership is one aspect which everyone should look up to and try to be good leaders, because our country and the world at large is in large requirement of leadership. So to my understanding, I would say leadership is the ability to inspire, influence, and guide people towards a common goal or vision. Now, it involves taking charge and making decisions and setting a positive example. Now, for example, it requires a lot of collaboration and it aims at achieving some common objective. Now, leadership can be demonstrated in various settings, which includes professional environments, maybe some kind of community organizations, maybe a sports team, maybe in an educational institution, and even within families.
Yeah.
So some of the key attributes of leadership, which I have learned all throughout my journey, I would like to point them out. And let me first introduce by saying that I have exercised my leadership skills for the last couple of years as the class representative and the placement coordinator at JNU. And that's where I have learned the importance of leadership and the importance of team spirit.
Okay.
Yeah. So to my understanding, leadership requires a vision. A leader should have a clear understanding of the mission and vision of the team or the organization which he is representing.
Mm-hmm.
The success of leadership lies on the articulation and the can-do spirit and inspiring the team towards a common goal.
Yeah.
To become a leader, the fundamental attribute is to have professional knowledge and competence.
Okay.
Without professional knowledge and competence, leadership has no foundation.
Okay.
And this knowledge and competence should be achieved the hard way.
Okay.
Another important attribute of leadership is decision-making and resilience. Now, leaders are supposed to take strong decisions based on the purpose and the constraints faced by the organization.
Okay.
Like demonstrating resilience to face the challenges and obstacles.
Yeah.
Maintaining composure at difficult times.
Yeah.
And finding solutions to the challenges.
Okay.
These are the skills of paramount importance.
All right.
Now, while exercising leadership, it is very important for the leader to have courage and confidence. Leaders display courage in making tough decisions, instill confidence all across the team and all across the organization. A leader advocates for what is right and standing up for what they believe. Now, personally, I believe in the leadership, in the flavor of leading from the front. That means, to me, a leader should have the attribute or the attitude of more of a contributor, rather than bossing around.
Okay.
So leading from the front is the fundamental attribute of my understanding of leadership.
All right.
For example, taking charge of tasks on own shoulders.
Yeah.
And set a benchmark for others so that they can follow and participate actively.
All right.
Now, delegation and promoting innovation is another key aspect of leadership.
Okay.
For example, in any heterogeneous team, there exists a wide array of understandings, perspectives, strengths, weakness, views.
Yeah.
And a good leader is always there to delegate the tasks and responsibilities to various team members based on their strengths and weakness and their innovative capacities,
Okay.
empowering them to take ownership of the growth and grow. Now, a leader should be absolutely impartial.
Yeah.
Impartial to everyone, whether he is a friend, the best of the friend, or the worst of the haters. But a leader should be impartial, irrespective of his own feelings, relationships, and benefits. Now, when I was a class rep and the placement coordinator, people used to approach me with various problems, various issues, and various set of perspectives. But I made sure that whenever I am dealing with someone or whenever I am addressing some problem, the problem should be addressed in a generalized way, and it should not favor a particular individual or a group and worsening of someone else.
Yeah.
Irrespective whether he's my friend or he's not my friend.
Right.
So leader should be impartial. Now, all across nowadays, there is a trend of becoming popular.
Yeah.
Rather getting cheap popularity
by
just doing the bare minimum and impressing a particular set of people.
All right.
But a leader should aspire not to be popular, but to be respected. And this respect comes from this understanding of impartiality and practicing it in real life.
All right.
A leader should be empathetic. By empathy, I mean caring and sharing, understanding and empathizing with the needs of the people, the concerns of them, and the emotions of the team members, fosters a supportive and inclusive environment all across. Now, being a leader, if I do not address the common problem of the people, then I am not a leader.
All right.
I am there to serve and to contribute. This should be the mindset of a good leader.
Right.
Another important aspect I would like to say is integrity and accountability.
All right.
Now, taking responsibility of the entire team and all their actions and outcomes is a hallmark of strong leadership.
All right.
For example, if something goes wrong, I cannot put the baggage of blame to someone else. I cannot transfer the blame to my subordinates, to my colleagues, to my superiors. If I should take the responsibility and I should admit that, yes, it is my fault. This moral courage and this upright and strong character is necessary for good leadership. Now, another thing which ultimately teaches us as students when we perform some kind of leadership exercise, we ultimately become more adaptable, because in real life, we know change is a rule of nature. So to various changing circumstances, to various changing set of situations, we need to adapt. Survival of the fittest. Now, this survival of the fittest strategy can be best learned by practicing leadership in one's student life. Because in student life, I believe that even if someone makes mistakes, there are many people, there are seniors, there are teachers, mentors, guides, parents to correct them. And this early in life practicing of leadership helps us to grow as a holistic, good individual. All right. So this adaptability is a key factor which one gets benefited from practicing leadership in student life. Okay. Now, as I said, that there are many more. I mean, these are some of the attributes which I resemble with being a leader, and there are some more attributes the more traits which one generates or gains in one personal life if they practice leadership in student life. Okay. Now, leadership in student life can provide these valuable lessons and experiences that can shape the young individuals into effective leaders of the future. Okay. Now, leadership, as I said, is important in all walks of life, whether it's a professional or personal. Now, some of the key lessons, let me address some of those which I have learned from my leadership roles in my student life. Yeah. For example, responsibility and accountability. Yeah. So, for example, in student life, especially in the Indian education system, it is more of a one-way relationship. I mean, the teacher or the authority sets some kind of tasks, gives some homeworks, assignments, classworks, and the student or the learner is supposed to do it as per their instructions. Yes. Now this is acceptable up to a certain extent, but taking the responsibility of learning on own, that is self-learning, and being accountable of one's own growth and development. That is very critical as far as the holistic development of the society and the country is concerned.
Okay.
Right. So this is one of the key aspect. And another thing which I have mentioned, that is teamwork and collaboration.
Okay.
Now, when our education system, the system of exam is such that everything you study and you just write the exam on your own. You are not supposed to collaborate. You are not supposed to show your paper to someone else. It's all focused on individual.
Yes.
But by exercising these leadership roles, we get the learning and the essence of teamwork.
Okay.
Teamwork and collaboration.
Yeah.
And this fundamental aspect is necessary in the outside world. For example, while staying in a community, for example, I need to socialize. We need to talk to people, we need to approach people, we need to exchange our thoughts. So these kind of skills are developed by practicing leadership roles in early life or student life.
Okay.
Now, as I said, that being a book bug is not very advisable, because at life we have to take critical decisions at various inflection points of our journey, and this attribute can be addressed and can be better prepared by practicing leadership. So decision making and planning, these skills are developed by practicing leadership roles in college or in early life.
Okay, let me stop you there. Let me just stop you for a minute. You mentioned inflection points. Were there any inflection points in your life at which you took some hard decisions?
Okay. So I was basically doing my bachelor's in Kolkata at Jadavpur University. So basically, no, let me take you through, before that. So for example, while I was in my plus 2, 11th and 12th, so I was in science stream.
Yeah.
Now, basically, although the golden highway is to either pursue engineering or pursue medical.
Yeah.
It's the common trend in India.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, now it's changing, but at my time it was like that. But but although many of my family members, my parents and surrounding people, they were in favor of pursuing me pure science or engineering, but I stood. Even I took admission to one of the coaching centers and paid a hefty amount for getting prepared for JEE. But after that, I decided to drop out of the coaching after a year and took a firm decision that no, I love maths or something mathematical. So I would pursue some kind of something related to maths or maybe maths.
Yeah.
So that's why that was a very tough decision. And I went against the flow, but I took the right decision and I pursue economics. And I think it's a good decision. And another inflection point was in Jadavpur University. There was an integrated BA MA course. 5 years integrated bachelor's plus master's course.
Yes.
But I decided to drop out after the bachelor's because I thought that I am underperforming as per my capacity, as per my potential.
Yeah.
So I took the hard decision to drop out and then prepare for MA entrances, and I cracked various other institutes, and I also cracked JNU.
Yeah.
So, and it was a certain kind of taking risk, because if you drop out from an integrated course, you are not supposed to enter the master's degree level at that college without giving an entrance and competing with the other people. Yeah. So it was a risky decision, tough decision, but I 100% I am sure that it's a good decision. Because the kind of exposure, the kind of company, the kind of platform which JNU has provided, I think it's unparalleled. Okay. So that's my story.
And what about your parents? Did they support you dropping out of the integrated program? Or they said,
so
why?
Initially, so initially they doubted my capabilities, but I was confident with my own self.
Yes.
And I was one of the first people to submit the resignation letter at my undergrad.
Okay.
So
I
was very confident.
They gave you a BA degree, right?
Yeah, they gave me a BA degree, and just within a few months of preparation, I cracked MA in JNU. Yeah. So, and the rest is a golden journey.
Okay, good. So, but I mean, in Jadavpur, your costs were low because I guess you were staying at home, right? But now you are in
Yeah.
a hostel and you have to pay more costs, or did you get a scholarship or something?
No, in JNU, they don't provide scholarship as such. I mean, that's subject to belonging to a particular family income
Yeah.
segment.
Okay. So you don't belong to
But
that. So you
no,
had to pay.
but
So you had
yeah,
to pay.
I mean, the fees is very nominal in JNU. I mean,
Okay.
it's the education fees is 240 or something like that per year.
But you have to pay for the hostel, no?
Yeah. So the accommodation and the fooding is the cost which the
Yeah.
student need to bear.
So, but you decided that you could spend the money and invest it in yourself.
Yeah,
You are
absolutely.
investing in yourself because now you're saying JNU has changed you and given you something. So that's your investment paying off. And now you've got yourself this nice job which pays a lot of money. So your investment is paying off, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
JNU
All
is
right.
very fair in terms of ROI.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Okay. Sorry to interrupt. I want to hear what you were going to say, and then I want you to come back and tell us what JNU did for you. Okay? Because people
Sure.
say, oh, it's Tukde Tukde gang and it's full of whatever it is that they call it. I want to hear from you what you felt. But first, let's continue with what you were saying. Sorry to interrupt.
No, sir, it's absolutely fine.
Ah.
And yeah, so I was basically saying that communication skill maybe one
Yeah.
take away from being in a leadership position.
Yeah.
Because when I was the placement coordinator at my center in JNU, I had to talk to a lot of corporate people like HRs, the professionals, the vice presidents of various organizations, and all those things. So it develops your communication skill and interpersonal skills.
Yeah.
So that is very crucial in real world.
Yeah.
And lastly, since you are doing your academics, you are studying and also devoting time to the job which you have taken charge of. So you learn time management in the most efficient way.
Okay.
So maybe I think these are the takeaways.
Okay. But before you go to JNU, are there any real world leaders, whether in business or politics or religion, whatever, that you think you can name for us as somebody you think has done a great job? If you have, but if you don't, we can move to JNU.
Okay. So I would say that okay, so leadership roles which I really look up to or which I really respect and revere.
Yeah.
So maybe I would, and from each domain I'll name one. Okay.
All right, fine.
So,
let's have it.
So from politics, I would say our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi ji. So from belonging to a humble background and rising up to the level of a chief minister and then a prime minister, I think it's a really great achievement.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going into the political beliefs. Some may agree, some may not agree.
Yeah.
But this growth is really adorable.
Okay. All right. Good.
And from business, I would say Sri Dhirubhai Ambani ji and Sri Mukesh Ambani ji.
Yeah.
Because Dhirubhai Ambani ji is a role model to all business houses all across the globe.
Okay.
I mean, similar, from belonging to a humble background, and just because of his business aptitude and capabilities, he resembles all the qualities which a good businessman should have, or entrepreneur should have.
Okay.
So I really look up to him.
All right.
And I also look up to Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw.
Okay.
He's one of the legendary military leaders which our country have ever produced.
Yeah.
And his immense contribution in the 1971 war is unparalleled.
Yeah.
So I really look up to him.
I'm so glad that you brought him up, because young people don't know what happened in 1971. And I'll just add a couple of lines there. That, in April 1971, the Prime Minister Indira Gandhi called a meeting of her ministers and Manekshaw and said, okay, we are ready to go and help what was East Pakistan. We are going in now. And he said, no, I'm not ready. I'm not going in.
Yes.
Now, and also within a short time, the rain is going to come and the whole place will be flooded, and we are ready for war on the plains of Punjab. right? That's where the big threat was, the plains of Punjab
Yes.
with tanks and this and that. Says, but my tanks will get stuck in the mud. In East Pakistan, there was no Bangladesh at the time. My tanks will get stuck in the rain, and my soldiers are not used to being waterlogged. They are ready to fight the land war on the Punjab side and Kashmir side, but not this waterlogged part. So he says, I'm not ready. I cannot go in now. Okay.
Right. Right.
But I will get ready and let the rain be over, and then we will go in. Okay. Because then there's no fear and we can go in. So he was very clear about it. And of course, then Prime Minister was also very clear that, okay, fine. Then we will send in these people as Mukti Bahini.
Right. Right.
Right? They're going in not as formal soldiers with tanks, but just people who can live there and infiltrate and do that. So that was the first part. And then when they were ready, I said, Manekshaw said, Prime Minister, I'm ready. She said, go. And it was an immediate success because he was ready on both sides. And that was real leadership because he, as you said, he took a very tough and decision, not a decision to please the boss, but he told the boss, look, no, it's not going to happen like this. You can take my resignation or you can agree with me. There's nothing. I'm not going in. I can't tell these people to put their tanks in some bloody mud holes.
Exactly.
So he didn't go in. It was very, very courageous on his part to simply say no to the Prime Minister. And he said, look, there's a reason. I'm not just saying it. We won't win. You want to win, right? That's what will get you re-elected. You want to win. So let's do it once the rains are over. And we also know more about the place through all these Mukti Bahini, these people will go and give it. So we were successful. So thank you for including Manekshaw there. And he was the only one to become field marshal, right? The only one to be promoted to
only field marshal in independent India.
Yeah, only person to be promoted. Okay, what about the social sector? Any leaders there?
I'm not aware of the social sector much.
Because you better become aware.
because yeah, maybe Dr. S. Jaishankar, maybe. I mean,
Who?
Our foreign minister.
Hey,
Dr.
that's
S.
not
Jaishankar.
social. I'm talking about people bringing about social change, people who are not acting for the government, not working for the government and not in business, but who are bringing about social change, major social change like from Bengal, say Raja Ram Mohan Roy or Brahmo Samaj, those kinds of people who brought about.
Okay, so so from Bengal, I really look up to Swami Vivekananda and Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose.
Yeah.
So these are the two, personalities which I revert to.
Okay, good. So we, and you at some point you should also look at today. Who are the people who are bringing about some change, that's just to broaden your picture. All right. Anything else you want to add?
No, I think these are the people who are the role models of the
All right, fine. So I'm so glad that you came, and it's very clear that you have studied this issue hard and you have derived your lessons and you have painted a picture for yourself and for us, which is articulate and compelling. And I'm glad that we have young people like you who have thought it through and come to some realization, and you're willing to, not willing, but eager to talk about it and explain it in a way that others can understand. Whether they agree with you or disagree with you, that's really not important for me. What's important for me is that you can say it.
Yeah.
And that you feel it. You feel it. It's not that you are giving a speech. You are talking from your heart. You're talking from your heart and your brain. You realize you've studied it, you've understood it, you've boiled it down, and you are saying, please listen to me. I'm happy to listen to you. Whether I agree with you or disagree with you, that's another matter. That's not the issue. The issue is that you are very clear about it. Okay. And I'm sure
Sir, I would like to answer if anything you want to ask about JNU or something like that.
Yeah. Let's talk about JNU. How it changed you? what is this platform? I thought it's just an MA degree, but you're saying it's more than an MA degree. So let's hear it.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so basically, as I just started my online class because my MA journey started online.
Right.
Yeah, so I decided that I never, before that I never practiced any leadership roles. So
Yeah.
I just used to study and give exams. So
Yeah.
that was my life.
Yeah.
And so in JNU, the online class, I decided that I would apply to all the leadership positions and I would give my 100% to serve the society, to serve the classmates and serve the organization. So I participated in the class rep elections. Fortunately, my classmates had faith on me, so I won.
Okay.
And after that, by projecting my vision, planning, and what plan, I mean, the way architecture of bringing in companies for the campus recruitments, I got into the placement cell. So I became a placement coordinator over there. And basically, the leadership roles changed me.
Okay.
And I would not say it changed me, but I would say it helped me unleash the potential which was within me from before.
Okay. Helped you grow.
Helped me grow. Yeah. Gave me an exposure, gave me a platform.
Yeah.
Have I not participated in those leadership positions, I would just I would just got a MA degree, nothing more.
Nothing more.
But this rich experience, and this team spirit, and going through the journey was difficult. It was challenging. It was full of uncertainties. But this going through this path has gained me a lot of good friends whom I really, I mean, I am associated with, helped me gain a lot of different perspectives. Because in Bengal, the mindset of there are mostly Bengalis, but in JNU, it's a all India level culture, and students from all over the country come in, and interacting with them really helps to, I mean, manufacture a multi-dimensional perspective or understanding of the surrounding. So that is a rich experience. And after May 2022, when I moved to Delhi, because the offline classes was going to start over there, staying at the hostel, I mean, it's a completely different experience. Because we are staying with our own peer group with limited resources but unlimited aspirations.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. And the subject of economics also trains us to, I mean, manage our resources. Yes. To fulfill our utilities or aspirations.
Right.
So, so I mean, that's a very, I mean, exciting experience. The conditions in hostels in JNU is quite pathetic, but the kind of bonding, the kind of goodwill which the students have with each other, that is very encouraging, and that is very motivating to go ahead in life. Okay. So these are the, I think these are the very experiences which I really cherish.
Okay. Wonderful. I'm glad that it was such a good and helpful and productive and friendly, everything going right, though challenges and all that, but you overcame them. Really happy to hear that. Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, and I'll, as a sequel to what I said just now, now after this COVID pandemic, the placement situations in JNU was quite low. And let me clarify for the viewers that JNU is mostly of an academic institution. It is mostly focused on academics rather than on corporates or professional placements and all those things. So in such kind of environment, becoming a placement coordinator and, I mean, inviting companies and getting the students placed is quite a challenging task.
Yeah.
And so this placement cell journey was really challenging for my own experience. But this each and every challenge helped me to get out of my comfort zone and think and fabricate and plan some kind of strategy, some kind of involvement or mechanisms to I mean, go through that. And let me share this good news with you, sir, and with everyone else, that this year our center, that is economics in JNU, has achieved the highest number of placements in its history of existence.
That's very good. You know, that's really happy to hear that. Great achievement. So congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so I think we can end here today. And it has been a great pleasure to be with you. And let's see, maybe come back sometime in the future, see how you are doing in your job, where you are leading the company and what you are doing. But for the moment, let's say bye to the viewers. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.
I'll be back with another young Indian or another expert soon. Till then, bye.